Hi babes, I'm back again. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 tips to have a life glow up. These tips are applicable to anybody, men, women. It's just kind of a collection of ideas and suggestions you should take in order to have a glow up. I just made some quick little notes here that I'm going to be going through just so I can stay on track. Otherwise, we will be talking for several hours. So let's jump right into it. Okay, I'm just going to take this in one take and see how it goes. So the first one is money. Money. It is very important that you create a budget. It is very important that you get rid of excessive spending. It is very important that you focus on your credit. It is very important that you have a savings. Of course, everybody's life goals are different. Not everybody wants to save for a house, or people have different ideas what saving for retirement looks like. However, even if that's not a goal, say you never want to buy a house, that's totally fine. There's no right or wrong. You still always need savings. Something will always come up. You know, there will be like a medical emergency. Something will happen to your vehicle. Expenses for school come up. There will always be something, and I suggest that you always have some money saved up because you never know what's happening. On the flip side, if you do have goals of owning certain things, say you want a truck, you want a house, you want to travel, you want a new wardrobe, all those things require money. And a lot of times people don't just have $1 million sitting in their bank account. So you need to save. So that's very, very important from a young age. That's something that I wish I knew all in university. Going forward, I wasn't really focused on my financial situation until my 20s, mid to late 20s, which is not good. But several life events kind of happened for that reason. But if I would have known this since university, I would have been saving and focusing on my credit, which would have helped me a lot down the line. But we're doing that now, so I'm suggesting that you start now as well. It doesn't matter if you're a teenager. If you're working, save some money. Get in the habit of saving, and then it won't be as difficult for you when you're older. The second one I have here is goals. Write down what your goals are from anything. I want to own a house. I want to be a VP. I want to go to 800 places before I'm 30. Whatever your goals are, write them down. And then after that, let's do the steps. What would it take for me to get from where I am today to that point? I'm just going to use a job one, for example. Say your goal is to be an entrepreneur, let's say, and you want to go through the ranks that way. Your steps may be, get an entry-level job, get promoted, work your way up, network, write down your steps. And then what we're going to do is put them in order of what you can do first. So say something in your list of goals, say something is take an online course. Say that's one of the steps to getting to where you want to be. That can obviously be done now, assuming it's not a lot of money, etc., but focus on the timeline and put them in a list so that you can start taking them down. I find for me, if I have a list and I am steadily crossing them off, it acts kind of like a motivator. And constantly seeing it as like a reminder, like, okay, Jessica, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this, let's do it, you got it. Very similar to like a vision board. It's not, I don't do the whole magazine picture thing, I do lists. But whatever works for you, honestly, whatever motivates you. If you like pictures, do pictures. I'm just a paper and pen list kind of girl. So that's what works for me. So just make sure you write them down, you have very clear steps, and do it. That helps eliminate any excuses. Some goals take time. Some goals take 10 years. You know what I mean? But at least if you have steps, you're going towards it and you're not wasting any more time. The third tip is your circle. Evaluate your circle. Whether this is friends, whether this is family, all of it. Go through everybody that you're in constant contact with and evaluate their purpose in your life. The reason I say this is I find a lot of people hang on to friends or family because I've known them a long time or because they're family. And I understand, I'm not dismissing like they don't matter, but a lot of times people have a person, some people in their circle that are not rooting for them. Life is hard as it is. You don't need somebody sitting there saying you can't do it or they don't believe in you. Now, I'm not saying you can't keep people that challenge you, right? Because if you come up with an idea, you want people that are going to challenge you, make sure you're doing the right thing. You don't want a group of just yes men. It's like, oh, yes. If you are doing something that people have a concern about or that people want to bring awareness to, 100% keep people that are like, Jessica, these are your skills. This is what you want to do. It might not match or whatever the circumstance is. But if you have people in your life that are just saying, you know, you can't do anything, or you're just a receptionist now, there's no way you're going to be an entrepreneur or whatever, cut them out. It does not matter if they're family. It does not matter if it's been your best friend for 30 years. They are not valuing your goals. They do not support you. Life is hard as it is. You do not need people holding you back. You're already going to hold your back at certain times because you're going to lose motivation. There's going to be obstacles. There's never just a straight path. Remove those people. You do not need them in your life. They're just going to bring you down. You will meet new people that support you and help you and uplift you. Just cut them off. It may be hard. 100% I get that. Cut them off. You may be lonely for a while, but being lonely is better than being depressed. It is better than being dragged down. It is better than being not supported. It is better than being verbally abused. Of course, these are a whole realm of a spectrum of doubt, but cut them. We don't need them. Goodbye. Tip number 4, work on yourself, inside and out. Outside is obviously significantly easier, you know, depending on what you want, you know, get your hair done, learn makeup. There's billions of videos on YouTube, change your wardrobe to how you like. Again, I'm not saying you need to have your hair and makeup done to be accepted, but sometimes, like for me, I feel significantly better when I'm put together. Even though 99% of the time I think I look like I'm homeless and I never do my hair and I'm always in track pants, when I do actually make an effort, I feel significantly better. And when you feel that way, you're more motivated, you're more willing to do things, you're more confident. So whatever upgrading yourself on the outside looks like to you, do it. Inside, what traits do you have that you like? What traits do you have that you don't like? The ones that you don't like, work on. This is a great exercise that you can perhaps ask your circle, you know, like what things do you notice? Like me, my family tells me that sometimes I react too quickly. If something happens, either it's good, bad, or whatever, my thing is I just react. I react where I react. So I'm trying to work on that. So I pause, think about what's happening, and then I evaluate. Nobody's perfect. Everyone always has things to work on, but that's part of your glow up, right? Doing things to make yourself better. And the last thing, and it's very, very important, and I just started doing this, is focus on your health. This may seem obvious, but a lot of people don't do it. You know, exercise, eating healthy, yeah, that sounds great, but a lot of people don't do it, including myself. I am on a weight loss journey myself. I am about 35 pounds over my normal weight. I'm 5'11", so I'm heavier than I've ever been. I've always been very skinny, but recently I am not. So I am very, very frustrated with that, and I'm trying to work on it. But especially because I have a son, I am trying to be healthier and be more active because I want to be as healthy and live as long as I can for him. Exercise, simple things. I watch sometimes those Chloe Ting workouts on YouTube. They're awesome, they're quick. For me, I have never been an active person, so me trying to lose right now is very, very challenging. So what I've done is I just, instead of doing, I use Chloe Ting, instead of doing her entire video where it's like sometimes 45 minutes a day, that I won't do. I'm not motivated. So what I'm doing right now is just picking one video, 10 to 15 minutes, and doing that every day. 10 minutes a day is not a lot, 100%, but it's getting me in the routine. It's getting me used to exercising. And then once I am more comfortable with it, I will increase it. Because right now, me going from 0 exercise to 2-hour workouts a day, I'm quitting. There's no way I'm doing it. So if it's a 10-minute workout, it's over, it's quick, in and out, and then I'm more motivated to do it. Go to the doctor, go to the dentist, go to the doctor, do your annual checkups for women, do your physicals. Do that. A, it will catch anything early. B, it keeps you healthy. Dentist. I rarely go to the dentist only because it's expensive. I only take my son, and I only go if something's really hurting, but you need to go. You need to make the appointments, because if you're on it, it's cheaper to do annual checkups or whatever you're doing than it is to repair like a root canal if you go years without them noticing. Stay on top of your health. It will make you live longer. It will make you healthier. It will keep everything else in your life better. I suggest focusing on your health. So those are my 5 tips for a glow up. I'm still working on them myself, so my advice is also what I'm using, but I have found that my progress has been great keeping these guys in mind. If you guys have any more tips, leave them in the comments below. And until next time, next Sunday, I will see you guys later. Have an amazing week.